What's going on, guys? This is Xyz and welcome to my Blue Eyes deck profile. So I'm not even gonna waste any of your time. Yeah, I mean, I guess I will. Friendly reminder to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate you so much. Now let's get right into it. So 3 vanilla monsters, goddamn, oh, that's a lot. 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon as well as freaking Dark Magician, basically. It has 2500 attack and it's a normal monster. It's basically Dark Magician. The only difference is that, I mean, it kind of sucks, but when you think about it, Dark Magician sucks to draw anyways. It depends on the situation. But yeah, Driver, you need this for Gamma, so that's why. If you don't want to play Gamma, you can just not play it, because you can draw on your opponent's turn with Formula Synchron. So I guess you could theoretically play more, I don't know, Veilers or Ash or something like that. It could make sense, but Veiler is searchable with Sage. So that's the reason why historically Veiler has always been played in Blue Eyes. It's not necessarily because it's a broken, insane hand shop, but just because of that synergy. And it's a level 1 tuner. Gamma is good because it's a level 2 tuner that you can summon off of Needle Fiber. And then 2 plus 8, and you have so many level 8s would be 10. So that you can make Baron, you know, pop cards on the field, negate cards, revive back cards. Just so many good things that Baron does, so might as well just take full advantage of that. And now for the real good boss monsters, Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon. This card is ridiculous. It's basically on the same level as Levinier, but these are kind of like the boss monsters, so 1 is way more than enough because they can be a little hard to trigger and they're not like engine starters, but rather extenders. And alternative is just a 1-of in my build. Some builds can play 2. I definitely don't recommend 3. It makes no sense because you're just going to be breaking and you don't want to hard draw Blue Eyes anyways. So yeah, you don't really want to get anything started with your big monsters. Rather the small monsters and the P.U.N.K cards, or like Sage and Tyrant of D. That would be really good. But yeah, Blue Eyes Jet, this has a very nice graveyard effect and it's also really relevant on the field. Protects your other cards from being destroyed by card effects. And of course, Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, which is the best card to summon on the end phase with the White Stone of Ancients. And then we, of course, have the P.U.N.K cards, so 1 Ogre Dance, 1 Foxy Tune, double Xiamen, 1 Deer Note, triple Emergency Teleport. Emergency can also summon Gamma or Ghost Ogre in theory if you play it. That would be nice, that works. And if you don't want to play Gamma and Driver, you can play, like I said, more other hand traps or more extenders or whatever. But this is kind of like to protect your Melody of Awakening Dragon, Chaos Space, and Italy from getting ashed. Yeah, if you resolve Gamma on your own turn, it's literally an FTK. And even your Safer can get ashed, so it makes sense to a certain extent. Anyways, double Nebula Dragon, you can play without this card. Nothing forces you to play with this card. However, the cool thing about Nebula is that it unbricks the completely unplayable hands. So that's what I like about it. And then, yeah, the Baby Dragon, so Black Dragon, Collapse Serpent, and White Dragon, Wyver Buster. Triple Tyrant of D, it's a great card. You have to play it at 3, I want to say. Triple Sage with Eyes of Blue. Some builds were just used to not play the card at all. And now we're like kind of back to playing it. But at the same time, I guess it's a decent card. I mean, we're trying to play pure Blue Eyes. Or at least the closest there is to pure Blue Eyes. Because if you're not playing Sage, it's most likely because you're playing so many Rocket cards that it's basically just Dragon Link featuring Blue Eyes cards as an engine. Which, at this point, I wouldn't be able to even call this a Blue Eyes deck profile. But hey, I'm just playing the P.U.N.K as an engine because it's too good. Like, why would I show you a worse version of this deck when I can do better, right? Why would I show you like 2 or 3 negates featuring like insane broken above average hands when even the average hand can make like way more than that? And relatively consistently as well, can even play hand traps, can break boards to a certain extent going second. It plays real, you know, modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards like Chaos Space, Emergency Teleport, you know, some real cards that other decks also play. So, you know, might as well. And then, yeah, I think these ratios are relatively self-explanatory. You don't necessarily have to play 3 White Stone of Ancients. I think you can get away with only 2 or maybe 1, depending on what kind of player you are. And even the White Stone of Legend, not necessarily needed. You can actually cut it from your deck if you want to. So that's really just like not really a blank canvas, but rather like a theoretical concept for you to, you know, start from here and then work your way into like a better deck list, because I'm really just giving out ideas. I don't really necessarily recommend you to copy this card for card. It might not work for you, and you might have to bring in some little adjustments from your own side. But this is probably the best I was able to come up in the few hours of experience and testing I had with this deck as of lately. Anyways, for the other cards, one Return of the Dragon Lords. If you played way too many Monster Reborn S cards, you're just gonna brick on them. Triple Melody, Triple Chaos Space, and Triple Italy, so the spell cards in this deck are absolutely disgusting. You can also play Pot of Desires or Pot of Prosperity. I don't really recommend Desires because there are a lot of really important one-offs that you can banish and you can get unlucky. Pot of Prosperity could work, but it conflicts with the draw of Chaos Space, which is easy to mill, so usually it's kind of neggy. And I don't know, it's not bad. You could play Prosperity. You know what? Yeah, go for it. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. 42 cards. It could definitely be cut to 40 if you feel like certain cards are not needed. Like I said, the Nebula Dragon definitely isn't needed. But yeah, for the extra deck, 1 Baron de Fleur, 1 Shen Shen. This is easy to make on your opponent's turn, or even your own turn if you can summon Gamma or whatever. Shen Shen is just generic, so might as well. And then Azure Silver Dragon, this is how you follow up OTK your opponent with the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. You tag out into this, protect all of your monsters, and then you revive back a Blue Eyes on your next standby phase, and basically go for game. Spirit Dragon is ridiculously absurd. Chaos Ruler is also absurd. Black Rose Moonlight off of Spirit to bounce back another card your opponent controls. Shooting Riser Dragon, which is a level modulator, so that's the reason why you play it. It's not really to foolish a card. It's really just so that you can always have the levels that you need for any form of Synchro Summon. And Formula Synchron is always level 2, but the benefit of this is that you draw 1 card on summon, so that you can dig for a potential Veiler, or if you want to play Ash or other hand traps, you can go for that. And now for the Xyz monster, Zeus, Zombie Stand, which is interchangeable with Galaxy Ice, Photon Lord, or Din Girsu, as well as the Harbinger, another very good interruption, and Needle Fiber, Hadric Seal, Striker Dragon, and Relinquished Anima, which is interchangeable with Link Karibo. And for the idea section, a bunch of these cards will most likely... Well, actually, you know what? No, some of them are pretty good. So the second alternative, not a big fan. Dragon Spirit of White could actually be sided in against back row decks, so it's not too bad. And then Heart Earth Dragon with Draglubion, Galaxy Ice Sapphire Dragon with the Nirmal Dragon, so that's the Draglubion package. And the other card would be Din Girsu, like I said, or Galaxy Ice Photon Lord. Some pretty nice rank 8s as well. This could actually negate Nibiru while you combo. So if you can make a rank 8 very early, this is pretty nice. And Din Girsu is just broken at breaking boards going second. Fun fact, if you want to get rid of like big towers like the Link 6 Ad Ignister, Nirmal Dragon is a great way to do that. So definitely do keep that into consideration. And for the other cards, Duster, obviously, Cards of Consonance, if you're playing a lot of tuners that you can discard. I don't know how relevant this is going to be. Prosperity, Vision with Eyes of Blue, this card is a little too gimmicky. It doesn't come up that often. Summon Limit and Skill Drain. Skill Drain being very nice, actually, post Game 1, because it's easy to summon your big Blue Eyes, and obviously in simplified game state, Blue Eyes and Skill Drain is basically like playing Eldritch. Trust me, like a 3000 attack monster when no effects can trigger is absolutely terrifying. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this Blue Eyes deck profile. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. Do you still believe that Blue Eyes can be playable in 2022? Or do you think it got completely power crept by the other decks? Do you think we need like a ban list to make Blue Eyes better or the other decks worse? Or do you think we need like tier 1 or like tier 0.75 or 66 or 50? Well, I'm just making up numbers at this point. Yeah, tier 0.5 support in order to make this deck like broken again. Yeah, you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.